My bad. Go ahead, Todd.
Yeah, I go to the soul sister Allie C and just use her comment so I don't have to. So Allie C say to the topic, black men are effortlessly the smartest, the coolest, the strongest. Violence comes out at the last resort from y'all. I love you, girl. And the only thing I'll add to that is it's social engineering. We've been socially engineered. Everybody knows it. We've been socially engineered to even come remotely close to those type of statistics. So I always go to the social engineering answer, but I appreciate Alice C coming through as a strong black woman. God bless you.
For me, I mean, I don't think that we need to throw away our race. I guess that's the part of the statement that I disagree with. Of course, black people who don't commit crime, but somehow are, but we're getting sort of that reputation, right? We're getting that reputation that black people are committing crime. But for black people who don't commit crime, of course, it's easy for us to say we got to do better. I think I don't have a problem with you saying we have to do better as black people. I agree with that. We don't throw them away. I mean, like counsel that part of the race. I don't know exactly how he plans on doing that, but like I don't think we should give up on them. I think we should probably invest in them. That's probably what that will stop some of the crime. Yeah, I think that this whole talking point about us being 13% of the population and commit 50% of the crime, that talking point have been debunked so long, but it's those people who haven't really done the research to gain independent knowledge of that talking point to be able to form an opinion about that talking point. I mean, I just think that's something that they throw around. Like for example, like when they say, we went through slavery through the black people, the first thing white people say is Africans sold you guys sold your own people into slavery. It's just one of those things that they say just as a response because they want to escape. They want to escape responsibility. So they're going to put it on someone else because they don't want to say, I'm responsible for why black people are committing 50% of the crime. They don't want to say that. Instead, they want to blame black people for their conditions that they're in. So I mean, I don't agree with that, of course, because that's been debunked. Like I think a whole bunch of times. So, but we expect that from them because they don't want to really do any research to find out what's going on with us. They just want to get you to be upset as someone that they're asking that question to. See, if he was knowledgeable, he would have been able to tell her, hey, it depends on whether you're saying black people are being charged with crimes, and it also depends on whether you're talking about them being convicted of crime. Then you have to talk about the amount of black men who are exonerated and how black people are nearly half of the people exonerated, but we only 13% of the population. So if he was educated as to why they throw around that statistic, he probably would have been able to answer that question better. But him being what I would say a little self-hatred instilled in him, he was ready to just say, get rid of all of them, leave the good ones, get rid of all of them because I want only black people who know how to behave in front of white people on the planet with us, right? If they're not behaving in an acceptable behavior according to white people's standards, then I say get rid of them. So I think no, I don't agree with that statistic. And she just asked someone who really didn't know. So we can't fault him for that.
Yeah, he's pretty young. You can tell he don't look like he's older than maybe 23. Okay, Cairo. Did she say?
I think she should have been a little bit more specific when she was talking about the crimes. From my knowledge, black on black crimes are the numbers are really really high. To my knowledge, black people kill more black people than you know anybody on this planet. The white man really don't have to go out and kill niggas anymore because the black man is doing it for him. When he say get rid of some of these black people, I do agree with that, brother. All kin folks ain't skin folks. You got a lot of black people out here that's fake woke, fake conscious, and listen to what I'm telling you. They have so much self-hatred that they want to destroy anything that look like them. You have to be very conscious of them. Harriet Tubman said it too. I freed millions of black people, and I could have freed millions of more if only they knew that they were slaves. She had to knock a lot of black people off too. So I'm just saying, I don't go about that. Oh, you black, we look alike. That shit doesn't even exist anymore. It's like us against them. You know what I mean? Black people are really, really dangerous, dude. You got to be careful when you deal with them because they have the most hate. I don't know why, but I done deal with some black people, man, and you just got to be careful of them. So when it comes about that crime shit, I think, you don't have black people going out here like murdering white people, murdering Asian people, murdering Mexican people. You got black people just really eradicating themselves. You know what I mean? So you got to be very, very careful when you deal with them. And it is a high percentage of black people, dude, that really need to go. That really need to go. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah. So a lot was said, obviously. I can agree with a lot of everything that was said. I don't think nobody said nothing egregious to the point that I would be like, yeah, you out of your mind, But yeah, kind of leaning towards what Solo's point was, is that America is avoiding picking up the shit that they left.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to be held accountable for, you created these,
Right,
and yet you did nothing to fix it.
right.
Like Puma Fish, you kind of alluded to in one of the comment section about the black men have more testosterone than white men, and it's kind of hard for us to control it being raised on a single mother. I could partially maybe agree with some of that, but at the same time, we got to touch on the people who put us in slavery and did nothing to try to help us recover. Plays a huge part in that as well, because if they would have just did right by it and like, look, this is how you do this is how you do that, and stuff like that, and treated us equally like everyone else, these mothers would have never had to raise us by themselves. That never would have occurred. So it boils down to America refusing to pick up the shit they left. That's really where a lot of this comes from. And also is the other point you made, and I think this is absolutely a big one. You said blacks are not 13% of the population; it's more like 35. Now, Taj is not in here right now. Maybe
I'm right here. I'm just trying to adjust some stuff. I'm listening. I was right here.
So, but how many times have you heard me say that they are lying about the amount of people that are black people?
Almost since when I met you, you've been making that point.
I've been saying that point for the longest.
I can't even tell you how many times. That's how many times you made that point for sure. I was just trying to get CC to come on. Go ahead. I'm listening though.
Okay, gotcha. So think about this. The truth is, what I'm saying is the 35% is probably closer to right. So if it's more of us, plus they put us in a situation where we're raised by single mothers, you're gonna get more crime before. And as far as the black on black crime situation, I mean, that's all groups. White men kill more white men than any other group. It's just how it works. And if you go to the the animal kingdom, it's gonna be the same with them. They're gonna even if a zebra is his favorite meal to eat, if an antelope is closer, he's gonna attack the antelope. So I'm saying this because black people, you put us in the hood with poverty. So we're gonna kill ourselves more than we kill others because they're not in our area. That's what it is.
But black men are not in white men area and they still killing y'all.
What do you mean? You talking about white?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you to clarify that too. What do you mean by that, Cairo?
So when he said that, we are in our own area and we pretty much the only one of each other, that it's more easier for us to annihilate each other. But you don't find, what's the number of black men living in white areas? But white men still find their way to black areas to murder black men.
But this is the thing. White men actually, if you look at those numbers, white men kill black people at a very low rate.
Before black men start killing themselves.
True. I agree with that.
Which is the social engineering part.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here.
I can't hear you. Yeah, I just have a question to ask. So we are holding the white men responsible for black men.
I would say
you guys are saying that the white men are responsible for that.
Cairo, I would give you a straight answer as in yes by saying.
Can y'all hear me? Because I can't hear y'all.
Yeah, we can hear you. You can hear us.
Yeah. Okay. I feel that. I feel the AC coming. I was trying to get that right. So Cairo, yes to your answer because it's that we were socially engineered. I wish I had We were programmed to do what we're doing right now. Is that an excuse? I think it's more of a reason. We were literally programmed to socially implode the way we. And I'm not trying to use that as an excuse.
But it's
And
our
Cairo, I
experience
fully.
in the world, in this country.
Say that again, Solo.
My bad. I was just saying, but that is our experience in this country.
Mhm.
Since we stepped foot in the United States, we have been treated once we stop working for them for free, it's been complete like genocidal tendencies coming from the United States government. Like they are wanting to really kill us off without actually lining us up
Right.
and
Really.
firing at
Yeah.
us.